welcome you. Today I went by the camera co-op and I picked up a pistol grip for some of my DSLRs as well as a few of the Sony NEX cameras that I use throughout the day for different types of shoots that we do. Now, I've tried different grips before, and one of the problems that I found with most of them, either they were too flimsy or the screw that goes into the bottom of the camera was either too long or it was too small. There was always some issue that didn't give me that sense of security that I need when I'm out on location shooting and I don't want to have to worry about, you know, one of my lenses or a camera falling in the dirt because of, you know, shoddy equipment being attached to it. So I had been looking around for grips for quite some time, and I found a couple of reviews online referring to the PnC grip, and I decided, you know, for $19, $20, it's worth it to take a look at it and just decide if this is something that would work within my workflow. And I was pleasantly surprised when I got this, and guys, I must say this is very, very robust, strong grip. It feels like, I don't know if any of you guys are shooters, but it feels a lot like the type of grips you would find maybe on a shotgun or something like that, you know, pistol grip. Now, what I plan on using this for is more of a running gun type of scenario where I would attach this, like I said, to maybe the D800 or even, you know, one of my full still image cameras that I'm supporting a long lens, especially when you're shooting all day. And, you know, there are situations where, you know, a monopod is just not going to get what you need because you need to be able to get in and around people because you're shooting around a bunch of different photographers. And this would come in more handy to be able to just have this grip attached to your camera, attached to your lens, what have you. Now, one of the things that's really cool about this one, and a few of the others have it, is this small little, if you look here at the bottom, you have a quarter thread that you could attach this directly to a tripod or to a monopod if necessary. So this just a little screw that just goes in here in the bottom, and you can attach that relatively easily. There we go. Puts it right back on. The wheel that you use to tighten down your grip to the base of your camera or base plate or a quick release plate or whatever you're using, it seems, you know, durable. I mean, I won't know until I really get out in the field and use this on a couple of shoots, but so far I'm very, very pleased with the construction of it and how I feel that it will benefit me in the future. You know, just as an example, I'll show you here real quick with one of the heavier lenses that I shoot with. This is one of the older model 80 to 200 Nikon lenses, and this thing is a tank. So if I attach this, and you can kind of envision how this would be with the camera body associate, you know, on the back of it. And I mean, it would give you a little bit more support, you know, while you're shooting, if nothing else. And then plus, you know, the ring rotates here, so you can, you know, position this however you need during your shoot, especially out in the field if you're doing some type of fashion things or editorial or even portraits. I think this will come in pretty handy. But the primary reason for me purchasing this was for cinematography means. So when I'm shooting with, like I said, the D800 or one of the Sony cameras, I wanted something that would give me that flexibility to have that running gun type of scenario where I can just get in there real close, 3 points of contact, get my shots as stable as I can, and move on to the next thing. And you know, many times that's the situations that we're shooting in. So again, guys, I just want to do a quick little review and on this grip. As I said, I love it, you know, so far, that I just got for one of my cameras, which is the Carry Speed viewfinder for the DSLRs. And like I said, I looked at, oh, I can't even count how many different versions of these, from Zacuto to you name it. You know, a lot of the things that you find on Amazon and eBay, you know, starting at like $50 going up to $100, and most of them that I had seen other people using, they seem very, very flimsy and not really going to provide you the level of comfort and professionalism that you're going to need out in the field. You know, one of the most important things that a viewfinder is supposed to do is to block the light from your screen so that you can obviously see your screen. And as most of you already know, you know, shooting with the D800, you know, you're shooting in live view, so you're basically pulling focus through your rear monitor unless you're using an external monitor or something like that. So ideally this would work, you know, for a running gun situation where you're going to utilize this as well as maybe a grip, a monopod, whatever the case it may be, and you want to get in there quick and get your shots and move on to the next thing. Now, what I did like about this is the ability for this eyepiece to flip up to give you access to the bottom or to your screen. Now I just have this loosely on here, but I'll show you how this goes together. So it pulls apart. There's a small little, I guess you want to call it like a little arm on a little bracket here that goes into a base plate that mounts underneath your camera. And once this is closed, you can see you have 2 screws at the bottom and a screw on either side here for adjusting your up and down or side to side adjustments that you would need to align this up with your screen. Now the base plate itself fits underneath the camera, and it also comes with the device. This goes on by 1 screw here, and the screw that you see here, this one is going to be used to tighten the arm into place so that this stays securely onto the base plate when it's connected to the camera. And I'll show you how that goes on. So basically you just take this, slide it in. Now obviously I've already had this on the camera, so I'm already, you know, lined up with the monitor and everything. But then once this is on, you would just tighten this little bolt down here on the side, and that's going to lock it in place. That's pretty firm in there, okay? So if you turn your camera on, if your camera's on or whatever the case it may be, you should be able to see your screen very clearly. What I like about it is it has the ability that you can shut off the viewfinder so that you don't get stray light coming in, because you know, out in the field sometimes, you know, in direct sunlight, you know, light coming in through anything that's magnifying towards your screen can burn your screen or do damage to it. So that's a definite plus, you know, of having that. And the diopter, I don't know if you can see that on the screen, but it kind of moves in and out. That's allowing it to focus inward and out to your screen. And what I've learned from using these is that you focus on the numbers that are normally displayed on your screen, like your f-stop and things like that. And if you can get that in focus, the rest of the screen should also be in focus when you're trying to pull focus with something like this. So again, guys, I just want to do something quick, you know, and show you one of the devices that we've added to our repertoire here at the studio, and I think this will work out very well for us. If you saw the previous video talking about the pistol grip that we purchased, which was the PnC, this should work perfectly with that, because, you know, underneath here you do have holes where you can attach a tripod, or you could attach a pistol grip or a monopod or whatever the case it would be. And again, it would give you those 3 points of contact that you definitely want when you're out there shooting, you know, running and gunning, you know, whatever the case it may be. Now, I have not shot with this yet, but this week, actually tomorrow, I have a couple of shoots coming up, so I'm going to try and incorporate it into the shoot somehow, just so I can see if it works in a natural format within my workflow. And, you know, if so, I'll maybe be able to get some behind the scenes videos, and, you know, you guys can see, you know, me using this in action or something like that. But either way it goes, you know, guys, feel free to leave a comment, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. If you have not communicating with us on Facebook, please add us on Facebook. And, you know, we should be putting out new videos every week, you know, as, you know, new things come in, or even older things that we've already had in the studio that maybe we had not explained or demonstrated before. If there's anything that you've seen in our previous videos that you'd like a demonstration of, or you'd like some more information on that you're not finding online, feel free to, you know, shoot me an email or leave a comment. And as soon as possible, I try to put together a small video, you know, just walking through whatever the details are that you're missing. So again, guys, this is Rome with Houston Professional Photography. Feel free again to leave a comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.